mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
me you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel.
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
Good God. I really got to work on this mic thing, man. All right, so apparently I've been yelling for half an hour, 15, 20 minutes, and there's been no mic on because that's what I do now. This is really getting tiring and embarrassing. I should probably stop doing this. Honestly. You know, I'm working... You know, y'all better just say hi to Laurel because if I don't check my text messages, I'm still yelling here without the microphone being on. This is ridiculous. All right. Well, again with the embarrassing live streams, I guess. That's what we do now. How's the sound now? Is it garbage? Let's just work it out. My God. I don't understand. How's it sound? Again with the embarrassing live streams, I guess. Y'all hear me? Oh my God. All right, well, let's try it again, shall we? Let's try it again. I've been yelling here for what feels like 20 minutes without any sound, because that's what I do now. About Oklahoma and about the defense, and there's 700 folks that were watching the channel that I wasted their time. You know, this is why I edit the videos and put them up, man. Started doing this because folks really enjoyed the live portion of what we do. Bought all the sound equipment that I am still very much figuring out how to operate. I need a producer is what I need. I need somebody that actually knows what they're doing here instead of me just trying to make it up on the fly like I've been making it up on the fly. So this is happening. Alright, well, in that case, since we're all here, we'll take it from the top. See if I can do this again and do it well. What do you say? Huh. Alright, so the problem that I had most with this was the offensive line could do jack all. Okay? Quinnen Williams had to stop himself from saying what he knew was true, which was that he was going to get to Kyler Murray. We all joked about it. We all made fun of him. You know, we all decided that my man didn't know what he was talking about. But turns out Quinnen Williams is actually a pretty great football player. Turns out he's a pretty great bump. I mean, turns out, yeah, he's a pretty great defensive tackle. Turns out Oklahoma didn't really understand or know what it was walking into with this defense. Now, I get that it ain't the kind of Alabama defense that folks thought Nick Saban had from the past, but it looks every bit to be the kind that he had from the past because, their safeties were outplaying our wide receivers. The only guy that showed up to play that wanted to catch passes all day was CD. 8 catches, 109 yards with a touchdown. Kyler Murray showed up. He did his part. 19 of 37 for 308 yards, 2 TDs. Had over 100 yards rushing, 400 yards by his lonesome. Hey, man. I got no beef with Kyler Murray. I got beef with the offensive line that couldn't keep him clean. Look, he started the third quarter looking like he'd spent the last 7 innings running down fly balls, laying out for those, running into the wall twice and climbing the wall once to no avail. He looked like the kind of dude who just been catching grass stains all day. And I get folks that are upset about Quinnen Williams and the helmet to helmet and the slamming him to the ground, but at that point, throw the flag, toss him out. Then what? Then what? Who was going to stop Quinnen Williams? Who was going to stop any of the defensive linemen for Alabama, man? I mean, Isaiah Bugs was getting anything he wanted. Christian Miller was getting anything he wanted. Hooray for CD and the crackback on Mac Wilson. And then what? You got nothing out of the run game. Kennedy Brooks seemed like he was getting it going, and then they went away from him. Trey Sermon had a bad game. Nine carries for 19 yards. You know, you got nothing out of Hollywood Brown, for which I think that's low-key kind of unforgivable. I take that back. Nothing is unforgivable. I understand that the dude did not pick tonight to have a bad game, especially being so close to home. But you wore a sweater that had a goat on the front of it, called yourself the GOAT in an Instagram shot, run around like you the Billy. If you gonna say you the Billy, you got to show up like the Billy on big game days. 0 catches? 0? I mean, I don't really understand. It wasn't as if Lincoln wasn't trying to get you the ball. It wasn't like like Kyler wasn't trying to get you the ball. You got benched for Charleston Rambo, who's not bad. I don't mean to say that like Charleston Rambo is bad, but he ain't Hollywood. The dude we expected to see, 75 catches, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, did not show up on a night where you needed him to show up. You know, I mean, we knew the defense was bad. We knew it was bad. We knew it was bad. There's no shocker in watching Kenneth Murray Jr. run down plays. No shocker in watching the safeties get beat over the tops. No shock that Parnell Motley got his grits cooked again. You know? The thing that I don't understand and the thing that I cannot forgive is watching that RPO read, slant, option play destroy Oklahoma over and over and over again. I made a video about this thing, man. I made it days ago because I'm watching these Alabama videos on YouTube. I'm watching the full games. I'm looking at the defenses that they face. I'm looking at the offenses that they face. And I see that play lined up against a scheme that looks a heck of a lot like the one that Oklahoma runs. And I said, oh my God. The Sam linebacker nickelback is going to be meat if they don't figure out to drop down the safety and teach this dude not to bite on the fake. I made the video. Y'all saw the video. Ruffin McNeil did not see the video. Nobody on that defensive staff saw the video. Because if they saw the video and ignored it, then I can't abide that. But not seeing the video. But you know, I tweeted it. And if they checked their mentions like Gary Patterson checks his mentions during the game, they would have seen it. You know, Gary Patterson blocked somebody on Twitter today while he was in the megacast. I thought that was funny. But look, man, if I know that the RPO read option quick slant is a problem, and you know that the RPO read option quick slant is a problem, maybe it's a problem. Maybe you should scheme for it. Nope. Not Ruffin. Not this defensive staff. We just gonna let Jerry Jeudy and Devontae Smith destroy us over and over again. We're going to give them the wide open space to play in. And what are we going to say? Huh? We're going to say to Tua Tagovailoa, who's had the second best passer efficiency rating season of all time, that he can't carve them up? Please. Please. Yeah, I get look, the takeaways from this game, 45-34 if you're late or you weren't here when the mic was off. Takeaways are you didn't get LSU'd. Okay? Nobody got goose-egged here. Nobody got Notre Dame either. Right? But you can't hire a defensive coordinator fast enough, can you? Can you? You back the truck up with the $1.52 million it's going to take to go get somebody, and you say, please take our money and fix the defense. That's what you say, because that's where you're at now. We know definitively, back-to-back years, offense does not win national championships. Wins Big 12 titles, wins conference titles, does not win national titles. You need defenses to win championships. That's what we saw today. We saw Alabama's defense impose its will on Oklahoma's offense. We saw Clemson's defense impose its will on Notre Dame's offense. You know, Dexter Williams was getting nada against Clemson. Kennedy Brooks, Trey Sermon getting nada against Bama. And you're asking Kyler Murray to basically be a better version of Randall Cunningham out there, man. You know, and as good as he is at it, that ain't going to win you games. It's got to be more than Kyler Murray out there. It's got to be Hollywood Brown. It's got to be CD. It's got to be Greg Calcaterra. You know, I don't Let me stop. Casey, I just saw that and you just reminded me. This live show is actually sponsored. So let's do the read before I continue to go off the deep end about what is truly just a horrible game. It's a horrible game. There's no sunshine here. There is only this really silky smooth hoodie that I got on, that I got from thefanstop.com. I'm very happy about it. It's very cool. I got to meet Kevin Wright, Caleb Wright, who run thefanstop.com, and Jarrett Benham. That's really cool. Sign up for the OU Sooners T-shirt of the Month Club and start receiving a new and unique design delivered right to your front door. Packages include standard and premium, both with free shipping from thefanstop.com. Use promo code RJYoung, that is my name, all caps, one word, no periods, to receive 10% off your first order. That's thefanstop.com. Use the promo code RJYoung. This is what they sent out this month. As you can see, I really like it. I like the way the t-shirts feel. I wore the t-shirt for the live stream on Wednesday. And I mostly was wearing this off and on all week because as soon as I got it, I was like, okay, let me give this a test drive because I'm a hoodie dude. Everybody knows I'm a hoodie dude. I've been wearing hoodies all day. I was wearing hoodies when I was on the 105.3 talking about the Sam linebacker nickelback situation. But you know who would watch the videos? You know who was ready? Thefanstop.com. Caleb Wright was on it. Jarrett was on it. They knew what was coming. Right? And I got text messages from all kinds of folks that was like, yo, bro, I was thinking of you the whole time. Because you out here telling us what they going to run, and then they go and run it. And all of a sudden, you look like you need to be the defense coordinator at Oklahoma, for which I would turn down nothing but my collar. And I would wear my hoodie from thefanstop.com. I really do appreciate them for sponsoring the live streams for Bedlam, for Big 12 Championship, and for this poop show. Absolutely garbage poop show. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate that, man. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to check. I know that I missed some super chats. I know that I did. Because I've just been out here yelling. And I've been upset. And I've been I've been livid. Like, you'll see the recap video where I recorded my reactions because apparently folks are just into knowing how I react to the game. So we'll get to that. But let's do the super chat break right quick. Dakota Green, no sound, $10. I appreciate that. Jay from Sooner State, no sound. Rise and Mercury, turn on the sound, RJ. Yep. Shane Bentley, no sound, buddy. And UGA is better. 2 losses. Dan Moore, turn on the mic. Yep. Dakota Green, no sound. Read me, no sound. We want to hear the rant. Yeah. Sound, 648 people can't hear you, RJ. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Thanks. James Johnston, no sound. Sooner Fanatic, bruh, no worries. We all human. I appreciate that. Jake, no worries, man. Now just start over. Real talk. Shane, hey, at least Oklahoma scored against Alabama compared to Army. Congrats. Thank you. And then Casey, here's to a great season, RJ. Thanks for giving us the love day after day. Hey, man, I appreciate that. And again, I do the live streams because folks like the live streams. Laurel loves the live streams. My mother loves the live streams. I don't like the live streams in particular because it takes a lot of work on my end to, as you can see, just get everything up and running. The ranting, the talking, I do that, I mean, on general principle. I do that anyway. Matter of fact, For Monday's video, I talked to Jerry Ostrowski and Mike James, who is the head of the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame and the head honcho when we're talking about the Jim Thorpe Award. And I talk with Jerry Ostrowski because, you know, he, like me, is a voter for the Jim Thorpe Award about why the winner is the winner. DeAndre Baker plays at Georgia. And just what the voting process is like. But all to say, I remember to turn the mic on. Something about live streams, man. There's lots of switches, there's lots of buttons. I got to press them all. And apparently if I don't press that one, you can't hear what I have to say, even when you can see the video. And yeah, man, one-man show. We'll get better. I haven't decided to quit doing them yet. Just been thinking about it. Anyway, I called my mom, right? Actually, after I talked to the girlfriend, I say the girlfriend. I talked to Laurel, excuse me. She hates when I say the girlfriend, and she should, because it's not very feminist of me. But called Mom. I said, Mom, you want to talk? And Mom said, no. I'm just listening to Nick Saban pat himself on the back. And I was like, okay, you want to talk? No, I don't feel like talking tonight. Which I suspect is how a bunch of OU fans feel. Matter of fact, don't be the dude that goes up to the OU fan at your church and decide that tomorrow is the day to just rub it in. You might wait a few days. Matter of fact, wait till after the New Year when Texas loses to Georgia, and then everything will be okay. But if you approach somebody at 10 a.m. in the morning tomorrow, 11 o'clock, 8:30 service, if you're that person, don't bring it to the Oklahoma fan. Don't do it. They liable to throw you with them. I know some pastors in the chat right now watching the live stream who got their hands clenched and holding the Bible close because they're going to need the Holy Ghost to get them through tomorrow. They're going to need Jesus to get them through tomorrow because they know congregants is just going to walk up to them and say all kinds of off-the-wall stuff about Alabama, but mollywop in Oklahoma, and it just ain't going to be, I mean, you might need to cast the devil out your past is what I'm saying. That's what might need to happen. You might need to cast the devil out your past. It's like that. You know? Bro, I need to redo the Josh Jacobs thing. Because apparently I was talking, nobody could hear me then. So, I understand that a lot of folks were upset about Josh Jacobs and the ESPN narrative about how Oklahoma didn't offer him and Alabama was the only team to offer him and he ended up going to Alabama. And now that's not really true. The truth is everybody was late to offering Josh Jacobs as a running back. Everybody. As a matter of fact, Gary Patterson offered Josh Jacobs to play corner. Okay? Josh Jacobs didn't have any stars at all until Alabama offered him. And then when Alabama offered him, Oklahoma and Missouri came in real quick off the strength of the Alabama offer because they spend time evaluating talent just as much as anybody else. And you can trust what they have to say about somebody, especially if they're in your state. So Josh Jacobs played the Wildcat quarterback position in McLean, which is really hard to gauge as what position you're going to play because that dude plays athlete. Right? But what we know about McLean, if you are from Tulsa and you particularly pay attention to TPS schools like I do because I'm a TPS kid, you know that the Wildcat quarterback at McLean just needs an OU offer on general principle. Because the Wildcat quarterback at McLean has been Prentice Elliott, who a lot of folks would tell you is the best high school football player since Dax Hill. That includes Robert Meacham. That includes Felix Jones. A lot of folks would tell you that Sean Jackson was the Wildcat quarterback at McLean, turned out to be a heck of a linebacker at the University of Tulsa. And now we got Josh Jacobs, who had 98 yards rushing, 60 yards receiving against Oklahoma in the game that mattered the most of his career so far. Now he plays in a national championship, and now he's actually being talked about as the guy who could go in the first, second, or third round at running back. He's that good. And apparently he's that personable. I never personally got to meet the dude, but everybody that I've talked to who got to talk to the dude really loves being able to talk to him, and they love his story. And why wouldn't you? Homeless, fought his way back, got to Alabama, worked his way up through what we know is a ridiculous bevy of running backs. To not just get playing time, but be the SEC MVP of that game not a month ago. You know, and then this game shows out. But I'm not the person to tell you that I'm tired of the Josh Jacobs story because I'm not. I think that Oklahoma should have been the first to offer him because he's down the road. He's 100 miles that away. And your first job as a recruiter is to lock up your state. Now, dudes, get out. Dax Hill's going to Michigan. Josh Proctor last year went to Ohio State. Jeremy Shockey famously went to Miami. You know, dudes, get out. It happens. But your job is to lock up your state. And you didn't lock up Josh Jacobs. I don't care who you thought was going to be your better running back. You told that dude you want him to come, and then you figure out what position he plays. Because at Oklahoma, Josh Jacobs could easily be an H-back. He could easily be a linebacker. He could be a running back. He could even play tight end. Be your inside receiver. You just never know. But I'm so terribly excited for that dude because nobody deserves it more than he does in that game. And if you're going to have somebody beat you up, you'd rather that it be somebody from your hometown. I'm happy for him. I'm happy about him. You know? So where does Oklahoma go from here? Where indeed? You know, it has to start with a defensive coordinator. And the folks like, you wanted Pete Golding. That seems cold. He's not out of the running, but it don't look good. Alex Grinch seems to be in it. We'll see, especially if Greg Schiano stays on at Ohio State. Brian Brown, the dude a lot of y'all like from Appalachian State, he just took the job at Louisville. That's why when people were bringing him up last week, I was like, y'all aren't paying attention to the news. So where else could you go? Well, you can go to Burt Watt at Fresno State. I really like his resume. I like him being paired with Jeff Tedford. You know, you could go to Jimmy Lake at Washington. You know, I got a list. And I think I told Jake at one point, I've had this list for like 5 years. Just names. Keeping track of who does what and where. But what's probably going to happen, especially if you strike out on Grinch, probably looking at Bob Diaco as your defense coordinator, dog. Folks like that dude. Now, the problem with that is you got to put him in front of a microphone. All you got to do is put his name into this little search bar above my head and look at Bob Diaco's greatest hits, and you'll see that's the last dude you want talking about the defense. But he did put together a 3-4-50 front that whipped Oklahoma when he's at Notre Dame. And now, while Notre Dame doesn't need to be in any bowl game of substance anymore, he did get him to a national title. He did put Manti Te'o on the field. So you can't rule him out. And you know that dude would take the job if you offered it to him. That's the other thing. Probably take it for a lot less money, too. You know? Now I've been neglecting the chat altogether. So I need to go back through here and see what question marks we got. I don't know. Maybe I don't because y'all are just as angry and upset as I am. And last time I read the chat, I got into trouble. So I probably should stop doing that. It's another thing that's really difficult to keep a lid on, right, is when the chat is rolling like this, and it's rarely rolling like this because we rarely have a college football playoff game that we're talking about. You need a moderator because there's some twerks in here. Just some twerks. Jake says, but is your list color coordinator in Excel? Huh? Nah, man, I use bold and italics. But I get your point. I mean, I don't know what else we got in here, man. Yo, RJ, let me hear you talk about the controversy. Is the controversy Quentin Miller decking Kyler Murray with his helmet and taking it off? Is that the controversy? Is the controversy the RPO read option quick slant that I told everybody was coming and that they didn't prepare for? What's the controversy? Is the controversy Oklahoma deciding that at 28-0 that they're nasty and they're mean and they're mad? Takes you being down by 4 touchdowns for you to get pissy? Come on, man. I'm cool. How about this, RJ? The punt that was called for a fair catch hit Alabama player. Oh, picked it up. Alabama still got the ball. I wouldn't have turned anything, man. Like, I get why you're thinking about it. And I get that folks do this. Like, folks do this all the time. They pick a play that nobody else is talking about, and they decide that they're smart for talking about it. They decide that a punt, a fair catch, some 3rd and 9 play that didn't get converted because an official got in the way was the thing that turned the game. No, sir. Rarely is. Rarely is, if at all. You get one Oregon once a century, right? And we got that. No. Oklahoma could have won this game with better line play, with better defensive back play, with better wide receiver play, with better run game. There's many other ways this game could have gone. And for one, special teams didn't cook us, and you didn't get anything out of special teams. So I get why you think it's a controversy. I also think I get why you think you're smart to bring it up. But not here and not with me. Nah, man. Until you tell me how to block Quentin Miller, I don't care about a punt controversy. Until you tell me how to stop the RPO read option quick slant, I don't care about a punt controversy. Until you tell me why Hollywood had a case of the dropsies, why Hollywood turned into Featherstone and Necessary Roughness, I don't care about your punt controversy. If this was a one-score game, maybe. But it wasn't. You were down 28-0. No punt is going to fix that. You know? Time for Lincoln to go get his dude. Go recruit your defense coordinator like you recruited this 2019 class. That's why you get paid $5 million a year. You know? I mean, what other controversy are folks thinking about, honestly? What is it that you think you're going to get? Huh? What do you think? I'm waiting. I'll wait. I'd love to know. What do we think we're going to get out of that? Kyler to the Cowboys. Nah, I don't wish Kyler and Jerry Jones together ever. Ever, ever, ever. Plus, Dak Prescott's about to get his money. He's about to get paid. So one thing we know about Jerry Jones is he's going to ride with his quarterback for life. Aikman, Quincy until he couldn't keep his nose clean, literally. Tony until he retired. Dak's going to be there forever, man. Jerry Jones ain't changing. Nah, let's not do that. Let me see. What else you got here? I don't care about your punt controversy new t-shirt. Let me see. Wheels, anytime you use profanity in the chat, I'm going to hide it. You got to say it differently. You got to say it without your words, dog. Jake, I guess you're going to have to tune in for the video to find out if I voted for Baker. DeAndre Baker, not Baker Mayfield. Don't get it twisted. You know, I'm really excited about that video, by the way. That video features two folks that I've worked to get. Basically, build the channel to where I could reach out to them and they would take me seriously, right? So Mike James was very cool to give us his time for 20, 25 minutes. And Jerry Ostrowski was cool to give us his time for another half an hour where he actually described to folks why Creed Humphrey is the most talented dude on the football team. And that, getting back to that idea, if Creed Humphrey's the most talented dude on the football team and Creed Humphrey was getting his grits cooked today, getting beat up by Quentin Miller, does Bill Bedenbaugh have work to do? Or is that all on Creed Humphrey? That's worth pondering. Especially when you take into account, you got Bray Walker coming up. You got Darrell Williams coming up. David Swaby has got a year. He's got to play next year, right? He redshirted. You know, you lost Tremonda Moore, but you're bringing in a couple, and Finley Felix, right, is one. Stacey Wilkins got a couple years. He got to put on some weight. But, I mean, something's going to have to get fixed on that line when you're talking about Alabama. Now, when you're talking about the Big 12, now when you're even talking about non-conference play, when you're talking about these SEC teams, that was embarrassing. And I feel for them. I do, because it's not like they're going out there trying to get their butts kicked. But it's kind of like when your high school football coach comes over to you and says, why are you letting him beat you? And you just like, I'm not letting him do anything. It's just how it is. You know, that's just how it is. What else we got in here? Put that user in timeout. Hollywood needs to get bigger. He does terrible against physical teams. Tell it to Tyreek Hill, dog. You know? Tell it to Brandon Cooks. That's a terrible take. Hollywood's fast and he can catch the ball. If you get your hands on the ball and you can run fast, it doesn't matter how big you are. Okay? You don't need to be Alshon Jeffrey to be an outstanding all-pro, all-conference, all-America wide receiver. We know that. Just look at the league. Jalen Waddle ain't that big. He destroyed Oklahoma today. Same thing with Henry Ruggs. Same thing with Devontae Smith. Stop that. You look silly. Sit down, son. You know? Rambo outplayed Hollywood. Yeah, Rambo did. Rambo outplayed Hollywood. You still got Jalen Robinson coming back. Michael Jones got the red shirt year. You're going to be good at the Z receiver position, but you would have loved to have your best wide receiver playing like your best wide receiver today. That said, CeeDee Lamb might be the first wide receiver taken in the draft in 2020. That man's NFL resume just keeps moving. Because that fourth and 2 play that Kyler basically just threw it out there, said, CD, go get it. And not only go get it, get your foot down in bounds. That's moxie. I don't think that play is even made at the NFL level. You know, unless it's Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. Unless it's Pat Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. You know, the pair has got to be Pro Bowlers. And that's what you see in those dudes. But how is this going to affect Kyler Murray's NFL draft stock? It's a good question. I made the joke, and I think a lot of people will make the joke that, okay, well, go play baseball. I don't think that's the end of it. I think that he's put together enough of a body of work to still be a number one for somebody in the first round. I'm not so sure that he'll go above Dwayne Haskins at this point, but with Justin Herbert deciding that he's going to play his senior year, and this crop of QBs not necessarily looking like the one that was last year, could be interesting. Let's do the read. Sign up for the OU t-shirt, sign up for the OU Sooners t-shirt of the month club and start receiving a new and unique design delivered right to your front door. Packages include standard and premium, both with free shipping from thefanstop.com. Use promo code RJ Young to receive 10% off your first order. That is my name, RJ Young, all caps, no periods, one word, to receive 10% off your first order. In the winter months, they have switched to hoodies, maybe some long sleeves in there. I got a short sleeve, it's pretty nice. I've been wearing this most of the day. I wore it most of yesterday too. And the design, I mean, I'm a graphic tee kind of dude, and I like having lots of different designs to pull from. If for no other reason than I am the thumbnail on a lot of my videos and folks show up to see what t-shirt I'm wearing. I don't even think some of those folks just click the video. I think they'll be like, oh yeah, RJ's wearing a cool shirt. That's cool. I wish him well. And then they keep it moving. Yeah, I don't blame it. You know, if the videos ain't for you, then the videos ain't for you. But it is a thing for which I am known for, and I'm not going to wear something that I don't like. And I like this. And I like the material, which is also important because it doesn't matter if your t-shirt design is cool if nobody will wear it because it doesn't feel good. You know, people buy cool t-shirt designs all the time. Don't wear them. Why? Quite easily because they don't feel good. Nobody wants to wear any of those gilded t-shirts. And thefanstop.com doesn't deal in those kind of bad t-shirts. The straight 100% cotton. That's not what they're going to do. That's not what they're here for. So visit thefanstop.com. Use the promo code, my name, RJ Young, all caps, no periods, one word, to receive 10% off your first order. So, when you're looking at going forward for Oklahoma, and you're looking at what they got to do come spring ball, all eyes are going to be on the defense and all eyes are going to be on the quarterback. Austin Kendall feels like the starter going into spring ball. Even if you bring in a transfer, I think that dude's still going to get the majority of the reps. He's going to be considered the front runner because he's had 3 years in the system. And people forget that he was rated ahead of Jalen Hurts, who played in this game, in the 2016 quarterback recruits for 24/7 composite. I got a video coming about this, about the winners and losers and that, because Ian Book wasn't highly rated. Turned out to be pretty good. Felipe Franks, Dwayne Haskins, about right where you thought he would be. Number 8 overall quarterback. Probably number 1 if you look at the 2016 class. You also got Malik Henry in there. Talk about your all-time bust. But Justin Herbert at 43, 659th best quarterback, 659th best player in the 2016 24/7 composite. I thought that was really easy, interesting. And check out the Young and Drum podcast. I see Jake is on it. We're episode 2. We'll probably do an autopsy of this game sooner rather than later. I know that Drum is coming back from Miami, and he'll have his thoughts, and I have mine. My mom thought it was good. She told me about it. What else we got in here? RG, I'm not sure if you said before, but who do you want to be the new DC? I know it's a cold topic at this point, but I can't recall your thoughts. I mean, I'd still like to see Pete Golding get the job, because he said what he was going to do to Kyler Murray, and he did it. I made the video, and people were like, a lot of folks have tried to do that against Kyler. Nobody succeeded. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Everything that I've heard about this dude and everything I've seen from this dude knows that he knows from defense. And if anybody could be able to give Kyler problems, it'd be Pete Golding. And Pete Golding's responsible for a lot of scheme, and certainly schemed something that worked. Now, did Oklahoma still get close to 500? Matter of fact, might have got more than 500 yards of offense. I ain't look. Let me see. 471 yards of offense. But you held him at 34 points, which is 15.5 points below the average. That's a win. So I'd like to see Golding get it. And if not Golding, then the Grinch. And if not the Grinch, who knows? That's kind of where we're at, man. The fail-safe seems to be Diaco at this point. Like, if you strike out on everybody that you want, you got to have somebody going in 2019, be that dude. But anybody that you would want doesn't want to leave or has already decided what they're going to do. Brian Brown at Appalachian State, people kept bringing him up to me. He's at Louisville now. Jimmy Lake ain't leaving Washington. You know, there's the dude from Utah, dude from Cal. They're happy. Gary Patterson has a job. Kirby Smart has a job. Dave Aranda is the highest paid assistant in all of college football. Second highest paid, Brent Venables. He ain't leaving neither. Anybody that you want, they already got a job, man. And they like the job, more to the point. So we'll see. We'll see if Lincoln can do some of that recruiting stuff that he seemed to be doing so much of and doing so well with earlier this month, only to see this. Like, it's nothing like getting texts from recruits and the parents of recruits who are like, yo, the defense, dog. And I'm like, yeah. You know, and they're like, yo, are they going to bring in somebody that we like? That's the plan. Certainly don't want to bring in somebody that you don't like. You know, Scally, that's right. Scally from Utah. I mean, you're going to bring him in and he's going to get yelled at because he's not Pete Golding, because he doesn't have an SEC background. You know, you want to get somebody with an SEC background if you're Lincoln Riley, for no other reason but to shut folks like you and me up. You know, because if you were to go pull, say, Todd Grantham from Florida, nobody would yell at you. You know, if you were able to go and pull Kevin Steele from Auburn, nobody would yell at you. But you go and get somebody from the Pac-12, or you go and get somebody who ain't from Ohio State or Michigan from the Big Ten, or you go get somebody from, I don't know, what off-the-wall university would I hate to get a defense coordinator from? Liberty! You brought somebody from Liberty! Whew. Yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be actual bad. So, you know, you don't really have a lot of places that you can go. Just the long and the short of it. So we'll see. Whoa! Bill Beach dropping in here with the $100 super chat. Great season, RJ. Happy New Year. And here is to a great DC joining the staff. Yeah, Bill. Hey, tell those domers in Chicago that Oklahoma ain't get beat like they got beat. All right? Anytime they try to give you static, you just tell them that Oklahoma scored 31 more points than they scored. Okay? Against the #1 team in the country. All right? Don't take no static off of those ND fans. Actual fight. Like, send them to the comments of the YouTube channel. Let me know who's who, and we'll take care of it, dog. You know? Let me see. What else we got in here? I'm trying to make sure that I didn't miss another super chat, because it's entirely possible. No, okay. Just Bill. Just Bill. All right. So, I haven't done it in a while, and I feel like I should do it because I have been screwing up the live streams here of late. So, if you are in the chat, say what's up. I will shout you out. And that's how we will roll out. All 570 plus of y'all. Let's see. Jalen Knight was good. 3PO, I see you, fam. Everyone's tough O-line. Timothy Hawkins. Average gamer. Rising Mercury. Sean Ryan. Darkness from above. Oh, okay. Lou, what's good? Moet Guard, what's good? Eddie Fennell, I see you, fan. Lift off to the clouds. Lloyd Grissom, Ryan Riddick. Lloyd stays in here. Stays with the premieres, too. Xander Herrera, I see you. Colton Keelan in here. Trucker Peterson, what's good? Rhino Mats. Val De Leon, what's good? Jace Clark. Chris Liggett. Yash Prasada? Jake, I see you. Riley V in the house. Matthew Walker. Logan Harris. Mama! Hey, Mama. Terry! See you. RJ Middle Age. It's never not going to be weird. Ronnie was good. Kevin was good. Chris was good. Ethan was good. Chris was good. Austin Walker in the house. Wes was good. Jack was good. Caleb, I see you. Stuart in the house. Raw, I see you. Stays in the comments fighting people. Let me see. Petovius? I'm going to go with that. Mystery was good. Michael, I see you. Gaming's in here. Aaron's just been put in timeout. He might get banned for his ridiculous and just asinine comment. You don't need to cuss at me, dog. M. Keys, what's good? Logan, what's good? Mike, what's good? Vicente, what's good? Sooner history. Okay. Matthew, I see you. Lincoln, go get a DC. Let me see. Or hire me. Whichever comes first. Alex, what's good? Me workout, what's good? Mike Pettis, it's good. Cam's in here. Joshua, I see you. Nah, man, I don't think Hazelwood's going near Georgia. Mike, what's good? Savage, what's good? Vicente, I see you. Laurel! Hey! Let me see. Hey, babe. Eddie, what's good? Brandon, what's good? Josh, I see you. Let me see. Who else there? Cam, I see you. Brandon Raider in the house. Jason Murphy, I see you. Den's in the house. David, I see you. Derek's in here. John IBN. Man, been with the channel since like 12 subscribers. Preston, what's good? Brian, what's good? Jeff Palmer in the house. Devin Wagner, what's good? Kai, what's good? Joshua, I see you. Donald, I see you. Lamarcus Williams, what's good? Bo Berry in the house. Sohami, I'm going to go with that. Casey Brown in the house. Zach in the house. Wheels, it's good. DJ, I see you. Ty Too Lit, I like it. Jordan Bagwell in here. Sick Rag. Doc Winston O'Boogie. Like it. Unimitsu, what's good? William, Bill Beach is out. Thanks, bro. Jace Thornton is out. Yash Prasad, what's good? Greg Tate, I see you. I'm going to shout out Skyrag's brother Cole. Raphael, what's good? Zapata, I see you. Sheldon Laney, I see you, fam. Darren Morgan in the house. Jay Johnson. Philip O'Toole. Okay. O'Toole rules. Val Billups, what's good? Dookie, what's good? David E. Yeah, okay. Good luck against Clemson, dog. Lou, I see you. Good night. Good morning. You know, same difference. D-Man is out. Anybody else? Trey Ragland, I see you. Any relation to Reggie? I hope not. What else we got in here? Anybody else? Kent, I see you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I got some big plans for 2019. A lot of them include turning on the microphone. Rhino, what's good? Lift Off to the Clouds is out. 3PO is out. Gorilla Deuces. Anybody else? Going once. Xavier made it through. Eric made it through. Going. Oh, Colt made it through. Logan Harris made it through. Anybody else? Going once. Bear Tompkins is out. Anybody else? All right. Francis. It's good. Jason. Andrew. Brian. I like it. DJ Lymph. Okay. Oklahoma born. I see you. All right. That's it for me. If you like the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because I upload a video every single day and I remember to turn the mic on most times. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time when I turn the microphone on. All right. That's going to do it for me. Deuces.